Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
The Eagles hit 4-6 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and a couple, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they give the Jones off tackle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Romeo Dobbs is intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connect.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, that's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Rodgers. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers finds Lazard quickly on the slant. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll try again with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 Tiger.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 75. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 43 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The tackle there by Marcus Epps.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rodgers now to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. That one goes for 24 yards. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll go again to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
And he whips that one incomplete there. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Throwing now is Rodgers. Right side to Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! Christian Watson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Herbert's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get
touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 27, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Scott. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll look to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Green Bay, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. it.